I'm going to share with you the most effective manifesting formula I've brought together through different teachers like Abraham Hicks, Bashar, Michael Singer, and I wanted to put in my own words how I've come to understand how manifestation actually works and what is being the most effective, bulletproof formula that I can summarize all these guys' teachings in. So to start with, it's good to acknowledge that manifesting is not something any of us are ever learning how to do. It's innate, it's automatic, it's like breathing, it's always happening. So it's really about how do we deliberately manifest more of the reality we prefer, something that we want to experience, that we're not currently experiencing, that we want to create in our outside world. Ultimately, that is what we're wanting to do in terms of manifesting. All these different teachers, I feel like they're all saying the same thing, just in different ways, but ultimately the core of it is the same message. My understanding is the best, most effective manifesting formula has two parts. One part comes from the idea of separation. The second part, and the biggest part, is alignment with an ultimate truth, which is oneness. One is all is one, as above, so below. The idea of separation is the first part. And what I mean by this is, in order for us to identify what it is we are wanting, we need to play into the idea of separation to some degree. Because in this physical reality, without contrast or dualistic experience, we couldn't actually have a physical reality. We couldn't actually experience the 3D physical reality without buying into separation to some degree in terms of manifestation. So what do I mean by that? If we want to know what it is that we are wanting, we must know what it is that we do not want. If we want to know what hot feels like, we must know what cold feels like. So there is that contrast. We need that contrast. So part one is getting super clear on what it is that we are wanting. And like, it's easy to go day to day and be wishy-washy. Oh, I'd like this or I'd like that. But it's really about nailing down whatever it is that you're super clear you are wanting. You've got to nail that down and be able to say on the click of a finger, that's it, that's the thing. And you'll notice that when you identify this thing, it has a feeling. There's a frequency to it. It has an energy signature. So the first part of manifesting formula is you must get clear on that energy signature, what it is that you are wanting. The second part is that's where all the work is. So in identifying what it is that you are wanting, the energy signature in part one, in short, your own energy signature must match the energy signature of the thing you are wanting. That has to happen because the two frequencies have to align in order for the thing you're wanting to occur. Frequencies must match. You could say it's like two trains. The two trains must be going in the same direction, parallel to each other, in order for the signal to be pure and no static. It must be a pure signal. So how do we do that? A tip that I have found most useful is set an alarm 3, 4, 5 times in the day, and the feeling you identified in part one, practice feeling that. Get into the feeling of the thing that you've identified you're wanting and feel it 4 or 5 times in the day. Even if it's only for 20 seconds, feel it and feel it as fully as you can. Now you might say, do I have to be in that feeling state with that level of emotion all day long? No, you don't. You don't have to be in that level of emotion all day long. You're practicing it because you're training your body into the feeling of it. But what you do have to do is you've got to be mindful that you're not kicking yourself out of that state. So that's different. Doesn't mean you need to be in that elevated emotion all day long, but you've got to be in the frequency range where you're not kicking yourself out into the old frequency. The old frequency is where the thing that you are feeling, it doesn't exist in the old energy signature. So what's going to happen is your outside reality is a reflection of your old energy signature. So when you were feeling that thing you were wanting was not here, that had a signature to it. You might feel frustrated, you might feel dissatisfied, you might feel whatever feelings are associated with that. So the outside is giving you a reflection of that. It's giving you more of the same. It's giving you evidence of what you've been feeling, which is the thing's not here. So when you decide that you want to experience this thing and you're practicing the energy signature of it because you've identified it in part one, what's going to happen is the outside is going to continue to give you evidence of your past frequency. So the outside, don't lose me here on this, the outside is actually past tense. The reflection is like a lag time. It's like a buffer from your old frequency. So this is why people typically don't maintain the practice of their new frequency, the practice of the thing they have identified that they're wanting, because the outside gives them evidence of their old frequency, their old pattern, which is it's not here yet. Let's use money as an example. The money's not here yet. It's bringing in more bills. It's bringing all the evidence for them to continue practicing how they were previously feeling. But now you have to maintain your new frequency, the one that matches the thing you identified. How do you do that when the outside is still giving you evidence of the old frequency? You must maintain a state of awareness. And I'm going to give you an example. And the example I'm going to give you is a tip to help you not react to the outside, to the 3D world, to the old reflection, so that you can stay strong and consistent with the new frequency you're practicing. Awareness is the key. That's absolutely crucial. It's only going to happen if you're in a state of awareness. If somebody, let's say somebody knew what your trigger points were, they knew how to pee you off, and they came up to you and started saying different things to you and really hitting your weak points, if you want to say that. If you knew that they were doing that to try to trigger you, to try to annoy you, would you react? Would you be bothered? I guarantee you wouldn't. You just look at them and be like, whatever. But if you weren't in a state of awareness and they came up and started doing that, chances are you're going to be in that program of reaction and you're going to react to them and get bothered. And this is what I mean. The cycle continues then, because then you emit that the trigger, the reaction then gives that frequency to the outside as a reflection, and it continues. So in order for you to override the echo of the old vibration, the old frequency that you've practiced, you must remain in a state of awareness throughout your day as much as possible, so that you have the best chance of not reacting with the old frequency to the outside. So you can maintain and be consistent with the new frequency, the frequency which matches the energy signature of the thing you identified in part one. And here's the thing, part two is all about a state of oneness, because everything that you are wanting, doesn't matter what it is, it only exists here and now. It's not in a time space. There is no distance. There is no separation. It only exists here and now. Remember earlier, you are one with everything. Everything is one with you. The all is the one is the all. So the only way you are going to match the signature of that thing that you are wanting is by feeling it as here and now. There can be no discrepancy in your frequency. You're not looking outside to see how it manifests. You're not looking to see, is there any evidence or science that it's showing up? Because your subconscious mind only knows here and now. So when you're feeling it as here and now, your subconscious mind believes it's here because that's all it's given. But you've got to be in that state of awareness, and you've got to be in your feeling state, in that energy, as you're practicing that energy feeling. You can't be feeling it as outside of you, as separate to you, as distant to you. You've got to feel it from that place of oneness, as here and now. You've got to. And then what happens is, the paradox in a sense is, and actually this is key, this is Michael Singer coming in now. The perfect state for manifestation that you can get yourself into is where you are drinking from your own well. So it's like you are feeling the feeling of the thing it is you are wanting, but you're feeling it as it's already here. And you're satisfied, you're fulfilled, you're feeling it. The perfect state is you are no longer looking outside yourself for that thing, because you're self-sourced. And that frequency, it's so pure. There is no discrepancy in it. The subconscious mind picks it up as you're not looking anywhere else from it. She is happy. She already has it. She's in the state. The state is already here. She already has it. What happens? Outside has to reflect it. It has to. It's law. So out of everything I've heard from all the different teachers, that has been the cleanest understanding that I have taken from them all. You know, that it's so simple. It really is so simple. And I want to explain it the way it's just flowing within me as my own understanding. So that maybe you'll take something from this that might just click for you too, as it has for me. But that is the formula. And it is quite paradoxical because, as I said, the only part that separation plays in the manifestation formula is purely for the identification of what it is that you are wanting, the identification of the energy signature of that which you are wanting. That's it. After that, it's dropped. It served its purpose. After that, you are all in with oneness. You are all in with it's here, it's now. And here's the other thing. It's not going to happen overnight for you. Like in terms of a baby doesn't get up and start walking on its first steps unless it does, fair play to it. But typically, you must build up to it. It takes practice, especially when you've been practicing something different for quite some time. It takes practice. Don't be hard on yourself. I really mean that awareness is key. The more you practice being aware, that is where your power is. I think it's Joe Dispenza that says, or somebody, I think it is Joe, he says, anytime you're not present, you're running a program. And if the program is a positive, is a beneficial program, fantastic. But if it's not, and it's based off of limitation, who's running the show? So your power is in being aware, your power is in presence. And from there, you're running the show, you're in the driver's seat. And that's what this is, you're coming back into your power. And here's the other thing, one more thing I wanted to add in. When we feel the energy signature of what it is we are wanting, just know that's a symbol. That's acting as a symbol to our higher mind. We have no idea how much better it can show up on the outside. So don't stick to the idea that it needs to look a certain way, because it can look so much better. Our higher mind, it doesn't have a cap, it doesn't have a ceiling. So what we can conceive of is only the floor to the higher mind. It's got no ceiling. So when we feel what it is that we are wanting, know that is simply a symbol for God, for the universe, to bring in what it is we're wanting in ways that can be so much better than we realize. So remain unattached. I hope this has helped. I've had fun sharing this video, and I really hope you get something from it. See ya.